She is so squeaky, I just can't. And also, she needs to remove a shoe to come to an 11. To 11.
She needs
to remove a shoe to come to 11.
Which is like, I'm trying to figure this out.
No, yeah,
like it's on the fucking LSATs or something. She needs to remove a shoe to come to 11.
Sorry, but it's not possible to watch
OAC. To count to 11. And it was a reference to your fucking...
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, that was some fucking hurdles to jump through.
God. I feel more intelligent trying to figure these things out. Like...
They're very elaborate puzzles that they thought up of.
Yes. Because you have to genuinely take yourself out and assume you know what the other person's talking about. Which is a sign of a true bumbling idiot if you can't...
She's an actress recruited and directed by the Democrats for Justice Group, an ultra-left-wing socialist group whose target is to take over the Democratic Party and dominate in progress.
That's a new one.
Why would you not just have a socialist elected? Why would you hire someone to act as a socialist to then get socialists elected? Fuck. Oh my god, this is a theory. Wait.
The brains behind Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She is essentially an actress. I know this sounds crazy. In 2017, a group called the Justice Democrats held auditions for potential congressional candidates. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's brother Gabriel submitted her for the role. Now, I've auditioned for many acting roles.
That's it. We're cutting it right fucking there. That's all you need to know about these people. Every single conservative talk show host, or like relatively young one below the age of 40, is a failed actor, a failed comedian, and feels that they've been dicked over by Hollywood because they're weird liberal leftists instead of you having no talent whatsoever besides being a very cliche-looking Italian man who looks like they can only be in extras in Goodfellas. If that.
In this video, I'm going to make 3 very serious accusations. 1, she did not actually run for Congress. 2, she is a puppet congresswoman. And 3, the people controlling her are very dangerous.
Here's the thing that I don't fucking understand. What in your mind tells you that instead of just having someone run, you have someone act like they're running?
That or he's misinterpreting the fact that you in fact need a team to run an election. Do you believe that like Trump just kind of like solo manned like the whole fucking thing?
Yeah, dude.
Also, I like to make a note about the video composition itself.
Oh, it's trash. The whole point of the things that he has are to enhance the shot, not be in the fucking shot right in the center of the fucking frame.
They turned Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez into a brand.
Yes, she actually had a decent amount of experienced people working on her like fucking campaign, a lot more than the average grassroots program because of this outpouring of support from other farther left-leaning organizations. It's almost like people every single time they lose something, like say the Bernie campaign, they actually gain capacity, knowledge, and skills that they can apply to a further endeavor instead of just fading into the pits of the abyss.
We can bring up all the fucking time this has happened, but I'll bring it up. Just because I think it's the first time in this specific recording. The demonizing what we do, but you're doing it also, so we're demonizing it.
Yes.
The ideas of the fucking, like, she's making her campaign a brand. It's like literally
Trump.
Every other fucking political candidate in existence.
Trump is literally ran off of nothing but brand.
Yeah, yeah.
No one knows who the fuck he is as a person. In fact, I highly doubt that the person exists anymore. That he is the brand.
Yeah, yeah.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a puppet congresswoman. AOC does not make her own policy decisions. She does not decide which way she votes on legislation. She defers completely to her team.
Even if that was 100% true, what do you think the point of like a presidential cabinet is? What do you think the point of a support team is? Everybody utilizes these. In fact, I don't even think they're bad things because they're necessary to be part of a giant fucking... Has anybody ever tried to read a bill before? Has anybody ever... I read the Affordable Care Act. That took me 3 to 4 weeks of my spare time.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I don't do much. So that's a lot of
It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of fucking time. And that's just to get a rudimentary understanding of what the fuck's going on. That's just reading
quickly
the pages
going through it.
because it's so fucking thick. You need a team. What the fuck is wrong with you? This man just showed a clip where these two aides of hers were discussing statistics 4 years before the clip that he showed later. Basically saying that 40% of Americans make less than $20,000 a year, which for all intents and purposes, regardless of what anybody says, is below the fucking poverty line in any state. For the most part, of course, with certain exceptions. And the fact that she quoted this statistic again proves that she's in fact just a puppet instead of having, maybe you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, especially when you're trying to run a team that's trying to assist you in your congressional position. Try to create an understandable and constructive point by repeating the same information over and over again to make sure there's no variance to establish an image in the American populace's head is a way to get political ideology going. You should not introduce more and more variables into something because it will confuse people.
Yeah.
That is basics of fucking of debate, the basics of politics, the basics of a conversation with another human being.
Yeah, it's just like public speaking in general.
She's also somebody who's remarkably new to fucking political life and a very different type of politician on top of that. Yeah. I'm sorry she's not the monotone death stare that Hillary Clinton's reptilian ass is.
And if this is not enough to give you pause, consider that the Green New Deal was drafted in one weekend by her staff.
First off, what the fuck was that music choice? Second off, of course, I actually hope she's getting coached. I genuinely hope there's continued coaching.
Yeah.
Because transferring over from what she was doing beforehand into politics is an extremely stressful and difficult fucking thing to achieve.
Yeah.
I hope she's being coached by people who have more understanding about the political system. 2 is that, yes, it was drafted in a fucking weekend because it's going to be torn apart. It's literally the idea is you don't show your entire fucking hand. Even though in an ideal system we should be able to, we don't live in an ideal fucking system. You make a basic draft. You're like, okay, here's the list of things that we want, and then you fucking figure out how to achieve those goals.
Yeah.
Motherfucker asked what George W. Bush understood without the fucking Patriot Act. That motherfucker didn't read a damn thing that he fucking signed.
AOC has had enough embarrassing gaffes to know that if she goes off script, it hurts. It can humiliate her. So she has become absolutely dependent on the instruction of her handlers.
It's literally sexist.
Oh, yeah, okay.
His retort, he's literally saying handlers.
Yeah.
He genuinely believes that she's incapable of thinking of anything herself and not having faith in her team to write up bills when you could just pitch an idea and people who are more skilled at creating the fucking legislation might write it up for you. Again, a very common fucking process.
Yeah.
Very few politicians write their entire fucking bills themselves.
I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt at the beginning, just saying oh, well, maybe he's just sort of like the mass hysteria of oh, socialist, whatever, that's why I'm discrediting her. But yeah, no, it's pretty fucking sexist sounding, at this point.
But sometimes she says and does things that seem kind of brilliant.
Let's play a lightning round game. I'm going to be the bad guy. Thank you very much.
This is initially what got me thinking, who's pulling the strings here? Who's the man behind the curtain?
Yeah, I don't fucking get it.
She was creating a fucking, mock argument, something that...
She was literally explaining that like you would to the child because no one fucking asked those questions.
Yes.
And that's what was good about it.
It's much more important than any intellectual debate, which is somebody simply having the balls to, look somebody in the eye and say, spell it out for me. Spell out the exact fucking law. None of this lawyer jargon, none of this oh, this is a technicality, this technicality, that. Look me right in the eyes and say the president has a free reign to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, yeah.
The man behind the curtain is this guy, Saikat Chakrabarti. This guy doesn't really have the charisma to run for office himself. He's a little awkward. He might have Asperger's or something like that.
I'm awestruck, so...
Did he just, like, casually make an assumption about...
a man having
Asperger's?
Asperger's?
Now I want to know if that's, like... Is that public knowledge?
Politico is currently the only thing that says he has Asperger's.
Oh, no! They fucking did it.
Let me do a double check.
They fucking did it. I'm very sorry to say, but Mr. Reagan is cancelled. Oh no. Oh fucking no.
The Politico article doesn't even mention it.
Oh, it does? What?
He made it up by himself.
Oh fucking no.
He literally just accused me of having Asperger's from watching a singular clip of
Oh no.
a fucking online interview.
The mastermind behind it all, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks. Now, this may all sound completely nuts, like a big conspiracy theory.
Here we're going to try to save the soul of the Democratic Party by boarding the Democratic Party ship and taking it over. From now on, there will be a new wing of the Democratic Party, and it will be the Justice Democrats.
So what he's suggesting is a party takeover, since this is the Young Turks, man.
Yeah.
Is saying that the Democratic Party has failed us as a nation, which it has, and that we should do a party takeover, and that it should be pushed farther to the left. I'm failing to see the conspiracy here. This is an openly publicized thing that the left believes in. It is no different than the way that the libertarians have always pitched taking over the Republican Party. Because anybody who can rub all three of their goddamn brain cells together in this fucking country understands that third parties don't work.
The goals are to take over the Democratic Party, eventually take control of Congress, and in turn, control the United States.
Are you telling me that the point of a political party is to politically control America? Are you telling me right now that I'm not just voting for people to win America's Next Top Model or American Idol, that I in fact would like them to pass policy on my behalf? Sir, you've personally blown my mind.
I don't understand how it seems like this is just some sort of like super elaborate plan that they're gonna like take over the entire thing, when really it's just sort of like,
yeah, it's literally the ebb and flow of politics.
yeah,
as the wings got replaced, as we fucking the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists got replaced. This is the things that you're saying are controversial points. One, picking people who don't go by party lines, which is a very common practice.
Right.
Most people don't get funding if they don't go by party lines.
Right.
2, fucking trying to win seats. 3 is trying to cannibalize the party to make it fit more to your beliefs, which is a very, very common practice, and the ebb and flow within the political structure in and of itself within the party. As we have seen no more than 8 years ago, with not even less, fucking 2 years ago, with the Republican Party becoming the party of Trump.
No, you know why they might primary you? Because they don't own you. And maybe they found somebody that they think can beat you and that they can control, another AOC. Also, mostly what they're doing is annoying Democrats, so conservatives haven't paid all that much attention.
I just want to mention that he said that conservatives aren't paying attention to AOC.
That's all they fucking do. That's all they fucking do.
What level of fucking delusion are you on?
For the 2018 elections, the Justice Democrats endorsed 79 candidates. 26 of them won their primary elections. 7 of them won in the general election and are now in Congress. Most of these people's names I can't even pronounce.
Oh no.
That was racist as fuck.
Yeah.
The first screenplay I ever wrote, I was 15. It was about a future in which a megalomaniac was trying to take over the US government. I never thought that this fiction that I wrote as a teenager would ever become reality.
This man is literally going on about a screenplay he wrote when he was 15. This is somebody who couldn't accept the fact that he was shit and what he wanted to do in life, and because somebody's daddy didn't fucking hand it to him, he's now mad at the world around him, and it's because the blacks and the women took it away from me.
They fucking say too much. They reveal too much of their fucking hand. They just put it all out there and expect you to not fucking ridicule them and make fun of them for being so fucking dumb.
This is fucking... This is no longer detestable, but it's fundamentally sad. Because, like, these people are literally disgusting, but there's just nothing even fear-worthy about them.
What is known is that these people are dangerous. Zach Exley is a radical left Open Borders guy who was once a fellow at the Open Borders Foundation, which is George Soros' organization.
George Soros!
I would say, took only 18 minutes into this video for him to drop George Soros.
Beautiful.
God fucking bless.
Hopefully, I just tore down your evil plot for world domination. Good night.
Okay.
That is literally a man going on for 20-something minutes saying that people have teams.
Yeah. And being racist.
Yeah, and being very racist and sexist.